Hey there and welcome back to another NFT project deep dive on the Solana blockchain. Today we're going to be talking about maybe your next potential home in the metaverse. It's called The Neighborhood, has a lot of functionality already and a lot of things on the horizon. So let's dive into it. Hey there and welcome back to another edition of a deep dive on an NFT project. And this one is called The Neighborhood, like I mentioned, and I've been looking at this one for a really long time. It was through another NFT project that I'm a part of that I saw them, refer to them, and you know how it is in this world. You are in 154 different Discords and 100 million different notifications on a daily basis. So it kind of slipped through the cracks, but then I saw it come up again and I wasn't going to let it slip my mind again. So I jumped into it and I'm really happy that I did. So I wanted to share this with you because it does have a lot of functionality already. And I think that's a really good sign. So before we do get started and jump into it, I do want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. I repeat, I am not a financial advisor. So please do your own research before investing in any of these NFT projects and never be willing to put up any money that you can't afford to lose. All right? Done with the boring stuff. Let's move on to the fun stuff. This one might be a little bit different than most other deep dives that I do as well because this one does have so many different things to show off. It's not going to really be as numbers based as I usually have it, like looking at their Twitter and their Instagram and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to show you a lot of different links. But before we get into that, I think starting with their website is the perfect spot to do so because it's going to kind of guide us in the right direction. So as you can see, we're there. The Neighborhood, a sustainable community in the metaverse. Join the most futuristic, diverse, and eco-friendly community in the Solana metaverse. 555 NFT sustainable 3D homes minted. And you have the link here on Magic Eden where they are located. So I'm going to click it. We'll take a look at it really quick. And right now, it's very affordable to get into this project if you were interested. It's only at a floor price of 0.59 right now. I bought mine for 0.58 a couple days ago, so obviously hasn't moved up a ton. Going in the right direction though, right? But no, you can look at total volume all time, 10,000 Solana, so it's doing work. A lot of people are interested in this one, and I think the artwork is just very unique and intriguing, and you can see it has the moon rank numbers as well associated on Magic Eden. So if you wanted to take a look at that, just like anything else that we talk about in the deep dive video today, every one of the links that I refer to will be in the description below. So and also the timestamps are there too. If you don't want to listen to the whole thing and you kind of just want to jump ahead to a specific part that you find interesting, feel free, hop around. This is meant to I like talking about this stuff and I don't really have many people to talk about this with. So I just throw it on the internet. That's what it's there for, right? So yeah, this is the link to Magic Eden is going to be in here. They do have several other aspects to this project that are on Magic Eden, which we'll get into in just a second here. So going back to the website here, I wanted to show you this real brief video. We'll take a look at this here. It's just kind of like maybe like a teaser, little intro for the project. It's only 14 seconds, so let's take a look here. That's it. 14 seconds, right to the point, clean. The art looks great and a lot of utility, like I said, but we'll get into that in just a second. Here's some different aspects of what the different houses look like that you can grab. And then their vision. We want to create a beautiful neighborhood where our residents can have fun, engage with the neighbors, and enjoy the fruits of their labor. And join the community. So the neighborhood is a 130,672 square mile of land located in the Eldorus Ocean. Eldorus? I don't know. Our 3D art is introducing futuristic, innovative, and green NFT dwellings. Upgrade your property. So add more amenities like a pool or a garden to get a higher standard of living and increase your property value, just like in real life, right? Exclusive collections. So if you own 3 or more homes, you'll have exclusive access to their future limited collections like hotels, community buildings, etc. So it's encouraging property owners to increase their earnings, grab more. I like that. And socialize with your neighbors, attend community events, and connect with others to help grow your community. And you've heard me say this a million times, but a sign of a really good project is a strong central community. And the indication of that with all these NFT projects is going to be the Discord. Well, if you can transfer that community strength into your project itself, like a metaverse situation here, I think that's a really cool idea and definitely a good sign. So we're going to move on from the general website here. Let's check out the roadmap here. So, hey, how's it going? Kind of cheesy, but what are you going to do? This is how we plan to make this the home of your dreams. So, customization of decor. You can view your NFTs inside your home today, and soon we'll be adding in functionality to choose which art is displayed on each wall. If you don't know what they're talking about right now, slam the microphone. If you don't know what they're talking about right now, we'll get into it in a second. I'll show you. Also be able to view your 3D NFTs in all their glory. Community buildings. So they'll be partnering with the top NFT projects and real businesses to make them unique buildings in the downtown, like museums, banks, casinos, etc. Love that. So it gives you a reason to go visit the metaverse, right? You go visit your home in Eldorus, because otherwise, what are you going to do? You're just going to go look at your house and look at your own art? Rent. Every landlord's dream is earning rent, right? Well, while owning their home. So owners who don't list their homes earn rent, which they can spend on their home and on their block. And you'll see what I'm talking about there. Basically the concept of staking, just kind of packaged in a different way. Voting. You live next to 7 to 24 other citizens, and we want you all to get to know each other. So voting will make it possible for you and your neighbors to make changes, to submit and vote on proposals to make changes on your block and to the community at large. I love that, an engaged community, and kind of everyone's got their hands in helping to move the project forward. Avatars and multiplayer. What good is the metaverse if you're not able to interact with your neighbors? So we'll be releasing avatars for you to explore your home with and invite your friends over for a party. Woohoo! And grow the team. We've set aside a budget to hire a full-time developer to help us with our mission and a contract position for marketing. Apply using the Google form to be considered. So if you are interested, the link is there. Apply. Be a part of the metaverse with the neighborhood. All right, so I think, and the last thing we're going to look at here, I apologize, is the team. They don't really get too deep into it. Listen, I respect that. Like I've said this before, some people want to go the fully doxed route. Some people want to stay anonymous. I believe with a project like this, they put so much time and effort and utility into the project already that I don't think it's a red flag that you don't know who their team is. I think a lot of times you're going to see kind of cheap art or something with not a lot of utility, with pie in the sky promises that doesn't have a doxed team. That would be kind of like a red flag, right? But who's going to put this much time and effort into a project and be disengaged in the community? You'll see in the Discord to not, to just steal money. So I don't think that's going to happen. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. What the heck do I know? But we are a team of digital warriors located in the United States and Spain, ready to harness the force for good. While we are tempted to talk in detail about our professional achievements, we would like to let our latest project speak by itself. We'll finish it by saying that we are a group of geeks who strongly believe and advocate for a NFT future, one which we hope to build with you. Join our Discord to create the top community in the Solana metaverse, and I think that is a great segue to hop into the Discord. So here we go. The Discord. Welcome to start here. I think this is, you know what? Before we get ahead of ourselves, the Discord, as I always mention, I mentioned it even earlier in this little deep dive here, I'm kind of a numbers geek in terms of, I think that seeing specific numbers of the project helps kind of paint some of the picture, put a piece of the puzzle together a little bit more. And I think a community like this is pretty important. You have 17,310 members. So this is one of the larger projects that I've done a deep dive on. There are 5,555 homes. Those are all sold out. No surprise. Cool art, great utility. And then you have 76 different channels. So there's a lot of variety in the channel, which we'll get into in a second. And then they have 8.67 thousand Twitter followers. And then just going down the line here, I mean, you got your howdy neighbor, which is basically the welcome part. So you have the welcome sub channel and then the get verified, just like every other Discord that you come across. Know the rules, be respectful, verify yourself. You're not a bot, move on. So this is where I really wanted to dive into the start here part. I mentioned before and a couple other times the utility to this project that already exists is pretty darn impressive, and I wanted to show you firsthand what exactly I'm talking about. So the first place we're going to start here is you can verify yourself, which isn't too uncommon in these Discord channels with these NFT projects. So they call it being a part of the HOA, Homeowners Association, and you can introduce yourself to your neighbors and stuff like that. So I'm going to click this, though, because this is where it gets pretty cool. So I am already in my browser with my wallet here. So I'm just going to connect my wallet here. Now, if I click View Real Estate, here we go. So this is my home in the middle of my street. If you're too young for that reference, I apologize. I'm old. But if I had multiple homes, they would all be here. This is the only one I own for the time being. And when you hover over it, it gives you the opportunity to view it it kind of brings you to all the different aspects associated with your home, with your specific home. Let's rip through all of them. I think it'll be cool to do that. So I'm neighborhood number 5191. So I'm going to check it on the map. What's that mean? Looking at it in the actual metaverse that they've built. Pretty cool. So here we go. I am in the neighborhood right here, and then I can do a home search right up here. So I'm going to click search 5191, and good golly, Miss Molly, there is my home. Pretty cool stuff. And you have the options over here. This is still a relatively new feature that they've done. You can click on first person mode or third person mode. All right, so next, what we can do and to actually interact with the house, which I think is really neat, you click on it, and it brings up this option here where I can click View Inside. Now, what that's going to do is that's going to actually take me inside my house, and obviously my wallet is connected. You saw me do that. Well, take a look at this. You have basically an art gallery of all my NFTs hanging on the wall here, including my house that's right there. And to take it a step even further, which I think is really cool, you can take a look and go, you're walking around like, oh, look at this art. This is kind of cool. Look at that. Pixel Pups pack, number 3028. And see how if I'm like turning around, it'll highlight different ones. If I click on the one that it's highlighted, it brings me right to the Magic Eden page for that specific NFT. So if I was selling it, bam, that would, people could walk into my house, take a look at it, and buy it if it was for sale. But it's not, because I love that one. So too bad. But that's the utility right off the bat of the neighborhood. So I think that's a really cool thing to kind of highlight. And we're just kind of getting started here. So that's the homeowners association part here and the get started part. Now, you can stake your homes and start earning rent, which is another really cool thing to do. So again, I've set all of this up before. I'm not going to bore you with all the setup rules and stuff, but go for the Goldies Staking Empire. So an epoch is basically the amount of time it takes to cycle through to drop you that amount of rent that you get for that period. So I'm earning 100 rent per epoch. You can see right there. So right now I have no rent because I just did this over the past couple days, but I have basically 3 days left until I can collect that $100 rent. Obviously, the more houses you own, the more that you can stake, the more rent you're going to earn. And like we mentioned earlier, that rent money is going to be usable in this metaverse. So pretty cool stuff there. So we'll scroll down here, show your solidarity against botting and get a neighbor poop. So this is like I was mentioning earlier. They have different NFTs that you can purchase within this metaverse. So they're really kind of starting the core with that neighborhood and the house and then kind of building out from there. And I'll just show you what it looks like here. So these are the neighbor poops. Pretty low floor price right now. So if you want one, grab one. They basically just chill in your house. And they earn you, well, we'll read about it here. You stake your neighbor poops for rent. And they earn rent based on a ratio of the average sale price of homes and poops for that week. And they're 3D displayed onto a pedestal in the home and can also be displayed on a desolate planet. So they're doing a little cross germination, if you will, with that. So you can grab one of those. Now to pile even more onto that, you can get a custom sign for your house. So I don't know if you saw when we entered into the metaverse and looked at my house, it was just a very generic, basic sign. If you go to Magic Eden yet again, you're going to have signs for sale that will display your house's information there. And you can scroll down, and I have it sorted cheapest to most expensive. So as you go up, they get a little bit more fancy. Just another really cool idea. And as you can tell, I mean, you could just see where this is going, you know, and just exciting stuff. I like that. I like the street sign, like the Google Maps kind of thing. But 3.5 Sol, I don't have that right now. But yeah, so that's it about that. So then you can enter the metaverse like we talked about before. The NFT banners I think is really cool. So you click on that link, and all you're going to do is click up here and change. They have it set up, or if you just input your home. Well, look at that. Now I have a really cool Twitter banner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my NFTs kind of in a row and make that my Twitter profile. I think that's going to be pretty cool. I got a couple cars. I can put them in the street, you know, make my little, you know, the focal point of all my NFTs, my neighborhood home right there. So another really cool aspect. And I think that's smart because what they want to do is get you, you know, promoting it organically. And if a lot of people are starting to see Twitter banners with that unique looking home, I think that's a great way to get the message out there. And then they do have augmented reality homes as well. I'm not going to do that right now just because I'm not on a phone, and it works on Android or iOS too. So you would just click on that. Again, all of this will be in the description below. So if you did want to test it out your own, you can if you have a house. And then here is another direct link to the interior of your home. Oh, wait, no, that's not right. Oh, here we go. So if you click this, it's a direct link to the interior of your home. So 5191, I'm going to hit that. Bam, takes me right to the interior. So what I'll do is I will link it to my specific home in the description below, so you can take a look. And as I start to continue to add NFTs to my collection, you can take a look around. And this is a community. I want to engage with you guys. So if you have any questions, never hesitate to reach out and let me know. And we're going to move on here to basically how to customize your home now. I'm not going to go through this because I literally have nothing to customize it with. But you buy a neighbor poop, you buy a home sign. It's very easy to integrate there. And they have all of that information on how to do that as well. And then they do have avatars as well that they it's a relatively new feature. And I'll show you. You're going to click third person mode. And bam, look at this dude. And you can just walk around the neighborhood. You could jump. Want to jump in the fountain? Woo! There we go. We're in the fountain, baby. Oh, he's ice skating. Look at that. But you can walk around the neighborhood, and you can see, again, I keep saying this. I sound like a broken record when I say this, but you can see where this is going. You're going to have an avatar. I'm sure you'll be able to purchase those on the NFT marketplace at some point, or maybe it's just airdropped to you or something. I don't know. That's up for the devs to figure out, not a dum-dum like me. But you can just obviously get excited about this because there are so many NFT projects out there that don't have use cases, or they have pie-in-the-sky ideas where they're going to promise you the world and then never deliver. they're already delivering on this stuff. And I think that's really exciting. They're integrating with other projects. They have different elements to their projects, different streams. So I'm very excited about this one, as you can tell, because I won't shut up about it. And then moving on through the bulletin board, you have the announcements, mini announcements, the roadmap, like we covered, official links. So this is all just kind of, normal stuff here. Sneak peeks. I love the sneak peeks. There's the guy that we were just checking out in the Metaverse walking around. Giveaways, partnerships, and when mint. And then they do the FAQ. So this is pretty cool. They the FAQ section, they actually have different sections within the FAQ specific to different things that they have going on. So I think that it's pretty important. So they're not getting flooded with a million questions, so it can kind of account for which way they want to direct questions when people have them. So I like that idea. And then you have your homeowners association. Obviously, you're only going to be allowed in there if you verify your wallet and confirm that you do own a home. But within here, you have the HOA announcements, exclusive whitelists that they work with other other NFT projects to provide the homeowners some interesting stuff. Intros, you can hop in there. Alpha, meeting space, proposals, appeals, and polar bugs. I don't know what that is. And then you have the general, then you have the neighborhood, and that's just the general idea. And how cool is this? This is just kind of a really organic moment because I haven't even been in this Discord in the general, place in a while, but Alpha League Racing is an NFT project that I'm a part of. I'm actually a streamer for them. I play the game quite a bit. And to see that organically coming up because they're integrated with Desolates as well as, the neighborhood integrating with Desolates, it's really cool to see these worlds quite figuratively and literally coming together and colliding. So that's just a pretty cool moment that you just got to see there. Very cool. MTV Cribs, people showing off their houses and stuff. And video contest. There was some kind of video contest that they did there. Ask the team suggestions. Just a standard good morning, good night. Keep the vibes up. Positive vibes only. Raids, memes, product bugs, and report spam. And then Zillow. If you don't know what Zillow is, it's a real life, housing website where you can buy and sell homes. So the idea here is, P2P sales, any big money sales that do happen. So someone bought a house for $3 Sol a couple weeks ago. And then you have home sales, this is just going to be the bot. So people are buying these things, man. They're moving. And then home listings, if you wanted to list it, it goes up there. And then you got your poop sales and listings and your sign sales and listings. So that's going to be it for the deep dive today. I think this is a really exciting project. Like I mentioned, I think it's unique in the sense that it has a lot of proof of concept already. You buy the home and then there's just your art goes into it. You can explore it. You can share it. And it's a very invested community. It's I mentioned in the chat yesterday when I purchased the home, because whenever I buy one, I like to jump in and just kind of introduce myself. I can't spend a ton of time in the chat, but at least I want people to be, go for the goal. I remember that guy. And one of the devs just immediately was just really nice and very welcoming. So that's, again, a very good sign. I really enjoy this one. I like it. And if you are interested, check out. I'm going to have all the links in there. And I mean all of them because there are a lot. Again, a good sign. There's a lot going on. But thanks for watching. As always, I really appreciate it. If you did like the video, like it, subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you think of this. I would love to hear your thoughts. I don't really get to talk to a lot of people about this stuff because, I'm by myself in my room talking into a camera. So let me know what you think. And I do have all my personal social media links as well. If you're not familiar, I'm a triathlete. I do a lot of athletic physical challenges. I do a lot of races and competitions. So my YouTube channel is a lot of, IRL stuff in addition to the Solana stuff. And then Mario on the side, that's my jam as well. Super Mario Maker, Mario Kart, all that kind of stuff. I live stream that too. So if you are interested, subscribe to my channels and I'll be more than happy to, engage with you. Come on, let's have a lot of fun. All right. Well, this is it for today. We'll see you again for another NFT project deep dive in the Solana blockchain. This is Goldie checking out. We'll see you soon.